Hello, welcome to PODCORN. We mainly talk about the European Solidarity Corps in this podcast. I'm Didem. Today we will be talking about ESC projects and our experience so far. We are volunteering in the same organization with Doğa in Carpe Diem, based in Karlova, Croatia. We will be talking about our journey here. Hello, Doğa. Welcome to this podcast. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, sure. I'm Doğa. I'm 23 and I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. I studied sociology and now I'm doing my volunteering service in Karlovac, Croatia. I almost lived my whole life in Istanbul. Now it's been almost 5 months that I'm here in Karlovac and I'm extremely happy about that. And what else I can say? My hobbies are drawing, swimming, and doing yoga. And in this project, I'm working with children. I'm conducting workshops and etc.
Is it your first volunteering experience or have you volunteered before back in Turkey?
Yes, actually, I volunteered in Turkey during my university years. I also worked with children back in Turkey. What I was doing is I was mainly teaching English, but also helping them with their school subjects like social sciences and so on. Other than that, I worked for homeless people in Taksim, Istanbul. In that association, I was basically part of cooking and distributing food, and that's it.
Let's start with our first question. Where did you hear about ASC and how did you decide to apply?
I really like this question because when someone asks me this, I really like answering that one because I heard about ESC when I was 17. I was pretty young. It was my last year of my high school. So I was looking for volunteering projects in Turkey and in the world. I don't know. I don't exactly remember too much. And I guess I came across someone's YouTube video about ESC and I was amazed by the idea. So I waited for my graduation from college to apply. I was also a part of different volunteering associations in Turkey during my college years, as I mentioned before. So I decided that I was really big on this experience. I mean, I was excited and I wanted to expand my knowledge in this case by applying to projects in the EU because it gives you opportunity to see other countries and other cultures. Actually, that's it. That's my story.
Okay. What is the importance of volunteering for you?
Importance of volunteering for me. I feel like volunteering experience is a unique way to affect others and ourselves. Sometimes it feels like there's some kind of a game changer, which is awesome, but also those experiences shape us along the way. So I can say that this experience is extremely important for me because I experience contributing to a community, and also during the past I learn almost all aspects of volunteering. On top of that, I can feel the change in my way of thinking or acting. My skills are improving with this journey, which is so precious for me. So briefly, it affects you, your journey in your life, and it affects communities or people. So that's actually great.
I see. Well, can you talk a little bit about the difficulties you had during the project application process?
In application process, the hardest part was hearing back from the projects that I applied for. I suppose there are a lot of applicants who are willing to join these projects, and it's difficult to contact organization. I suppose, I don't know. In my experience, it was like that. On the other hand, as I remember, I was struggling with my motivation letter at the beginning because at that time my written English was quite rusty, so I needed to push myself when I was trying to come up with something. But both in the application process and after arriving, my English skills have improved more than I expected. So it's, I don't know, can we say that it's a difficulty, but I would say that it was a little challenging.
Have you ever experienced a culture shock so far, or have you ever had a difficult time?
Well, I don't really know. I recently started to realize what culture shocks I had so far, and as I mentioned, it's been 5 months. So for a Turk like me, it's obviously food and drinks, I can say, and the way that we consume that food and drinks. Not because we have completely different cuisines, no, even maybe I can say we have kind of similar cuisines, but of course there are some considerable amount of differences. Sometimes I crave for our traditional drinks or foods mostly. In addition, when I socialize with my friends here, our socializing ways or our perceptions about that can be different. So probably this was the main shock, but none of these are negative, I guess. I don't know, what do you think, but I can't say that this is negative. And it's important to experience this kind of cultural differences. Actually, that's one of the points that we're here. And it's also crucial to realize how big the world is, how located the culture is. So at the end, I didn't have any difficult time about those culture shocks that I'm talking about, but I was surprised about some things, or sometimes I miss some aspects of my own culture.
What are the contributions of volunteering projects to volunteers?
Contributions of volunteering projects to volunteers. Okay. I suppose we don't have that much time because there are a lot, but I will try to summarize. So, considering international volunteering experiences like we have, it helps you to touch with whole another culture and to learn how to cope with things on your own. Also, it gives you the opportunity to come up with your own ideas and ways, come up with your own ideas. For example, I'm conducting workshops and I'm trying to be more creative, and I'm trying to come up with new ideas. So you learn different ways of contributing, but also you get a lot of help during the way, and with that you become a more creative and proactive person. You learn a lot. You know, they provide training during your service, so you learn topics like teamwork, project management, communication skills, and so on. So you learn those topics in that trainings, and then you experience those topics along the way. Um, at the end, you see the work that your organization does, let's say youth, like in our case. So you see how to become a little game changer for your community, maybe for your local community and for your own world.
Could you give us an example?
Yeah, sure. Well, in my project, I'm definitely learning a lot about non-formal education, conducting workshops and communication. For example, I feel like I learned how to brainstorm or come up with my own ideas and also discuss the work that I've done so far.
Okay. Was it difficult to find the scent organization?
Sending organization, yeah. No, it was not hard because actually this might be the easiest part of the applying process. You just go to the youth portal and you select your country and you see the list in your city or in another city. It doesn't matter. You'll just choose a sending organization and you send an email to them asking them, can you please be my sending organization? And probably 99% of time they respond you immediately, like yes, sure, this is our information. And maybe most of the time they also provide you some information about the whole process. So no, the question is it was not difficult at all. I think it is the easiest part. I don't know how was that about in your case, but for me it was not difficult.
Okay. Do you have an idea for other volunteering projects? If your answer is yes, what kind of projects?
Yes, actually, I heard about other projects because during the trainings, during the on-arrival training, for example, we met the other volunteers, and when I was searching for ESC projects that I was willing to apply for, I heard other projects that people participated. For example, I don't know, things like elderly green skills like gardening and so on. And I met with a guy, and he was taking care of the bears in Croatia. So there are extremely a lot different projects. So yeah, that's it actually.
Okay. This is gonna be our last question. If it wasn't the topic of the project you choose, what other project's topic would be choose?
Yes, actually, I applied the projects with children and teenagers, so I actually never thought about it. But I suppose I would love to be a part of something like related with environment or gardening, something like that. But the problem is when it comes to children and teenagers, working with them, I have the experience, so I can contribute a lot while I learn stuff. But other than that, I don't know if I would be contributing this much. So we're just assuming, but I would be applying for projects with children anyways. But yeah, just to answer, probably it would be something like environment or gardening stuff.
Okay, thank you for sharing for your experience. I hope your journey here will be amazing.
Thank you. It's already amazing.